Hey babes, I'm Brandon Alter of The Spiritual Gaze, and this is your weekly tarot forecast for the week of September 26, 2019. And this is the very first week of a Libra season, which means we are officially in fall. Libra is a cardinal sign, and cardinal signs mark the official beginning of a season. So remember Virgo, it was mutable. It was like, is it summer, is it fall? I'm not sure. Now we're sure. It's fall. The equinox happened last week. Equinox translates to equal night. That's the Latin equinox. And so that's the one night a year, or the 2 nights in the spring and the fall, when the day and the night are equal. Now, if you're in the northern hemisphere, we are growing towards longer nights and shorter days. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, then just reverse it. So I want to take a moment before we talk about the Ten of Pentacles, which is an amazing card that I pulled for this week, and we should all be very excited. I just want to break down Libra energy, because Libra energy is really interesting and it is complex. So Libra is the 7th sign of the zodiac, and that marks a shift because the first 6 signs of the zodiac are very self-focused. They are more concerned with their own internal world. You remember the questions that guide us through the first 6 signs of the zodiac? Who am I? Where am I? Why am I? When am I? How am I? And what am I? So those questions are going to repeat with the last 6 signs, but with one significant shift, which is now Libra is not who am I, it's who are we? Because Libra is the sign of partnership. So now we're starting to get interested in our relationships. We're getting interested with the other. And that will continue until we get all the way to Pisces, which is what are we? Thinking about the collective consciousness. So Libra is about partnership, it's about relationships, it's about the other. Now sometimes, if you know a Libra, they can be so obsessed with preserving relationships that they forget to take care of themselves. So the question isn't who are you, that would be too much in the other direction, it's who are we? And what are our relationships with each other? So this is the season to think about partnership. And I don't just mean partnering with people, I mean partnering with Mother Nature, partnering with your body, partnering with your heart. We have a really beautiful new moon in Libra happening in a couple of days, and the real invitation there is to re-partner with your own sovereignty, with your own sense of royalty. I think there's this thing going on in our contemporary casual society where we just kind of treat ourselves like shit. Like we forget that we need to treat ourselves the same way we would treat like a respected professor or some sort of sacred guru. Like you are that sacred. We are all part of the divine. And so this new moon in Libra is a reminder to start to partner with yourself in that way. Stop talking to yourself like you're a piece of shit when you are a piece of the sacred quilt that connects us all. So Libra can sometimes give into that people-pleasing. Libra wants to make things nice. Libra wants everyone to be happy because it wants to preserve the relationship. But we have to remember to preserve our relationship with ourselves as well. The other indication or thing to think about with Libra energy is that they are also arbiters for divine justice. Libra comes from Virgo. Virgo was, what am I? What am I for? With Libra, you now know what you're for, and so you do it. So Libra, even though it's Venus ruled and it's beautiful, it's also quite ferocious. It's a revolutionary. It's here to make things better, to right wrongs, to restore balance. That's really the key word you want to think of when you're working with Libra energy is balance, restoring balance. And balance doesn't always mean equal. Sometimes balance means 70% work, 30% play. Sometimes that's balance. So your job with Libra energy is to find what balance is for you. Okay, so moving into the Ten of Pentacles, how does this all connect? Well, the Ten of Pentacles is all about seeing the underlying magic of ordinary reality. The Ten of Pentacles is abundance, yes, but it's not always having thousands of dollars in your savings account. Sometimes it's the abundance of having exactly what you need when you need it. It's knowing how to call something from nothing. The Ten of Pentacles reminds us that the magic of the invisible world is here, where we can see it and feel it and taste it. But you have to tune into it. Ten of Pentacles is a completion. It's a 10. It means that we're all learning to receive the fruits of whatever it is we've been working on. Remember, Virgo is the harvest, and the harvest continues in Libra season. Now we're really starting to call together everything that we plucked so that we can really make use of it. So just take this next week and remember that there is magic available to you, but it's not necessarily going to scare you or knock on your door. You have to tune into it. And that's the amazing thing. If you've ever, been out in nature and all of a sudden you start to pay attention to something, like you see a hawk, or you even see the way that like water glistens on a stone. And as soon as you start to pay attention to it, it's like all of a sudden you notice this thing, and you notice that thing. And this whole secret world opens up to you. Well, that's available to you, but you have to be the one to open the door. You have to be the one to accept the invitation. So as always, I can't wait to guide you through the energy of Libra season. I'll be here every Thursday, both on my Instagram and on the Spiritual Gaze YouTube page. I encourage you to sign up for the Spiritual Gaze mailing list. The link is in my profile. And I also encourage you to book a one-on-one reading for tarot or astrology and get the healing that you need. I'll see you next week.